Good morning, Braille class. I'm really glad that you could join me today for our English lesson. Let's get started. See if I can share my screen. Okay, let me just go back a little bit. I've gone a bit ahead here, haven't I? Hope if it would work. Okay, so before we start, make sure you have your instructions ready, your picture ones, and the ones that you started yesterday. And make sure that you have a pencil and a piece of lined paper ready. Okay. Also, if you have a sound map, make sure you have that one ready. Now let's have a look. We're going to finish off writing our instructions. But remember, this is a hot task, so try and not get too much help from mums and dads, okay? I know it's tricky, but it's because we want to see what you can do by yourselves and what you've learned over the past few weeks. So we're going to recap instructions. We're going to have a look at some phonics sounds and have a look at some tricky red words that might come up in our story map. Sorry, in our instructions. Okay, so first things first, let's have a look. So we've got how to trap a giant. What have I started with here in the green? What can you tell me what that is? Good, that's right, it's a list. Good, and I've included my comma in the right place because we were learning about that. And I've wrote what you will need for how to trap a giant. What have I included down the side here? Good, numbers. Why? Why have I included numbers? That's right, to tell me the order of the instructions. So I've got number one, first. Can you remember what we call words like first, next, after that, and finally? That's right, time conjunctions, and they tell us the time that we should be doing those. So I know that that one goes first. What about the orange words? What do we call those? Like quietly, carefully, and cautiously. Can you remember? Good, adverbs. So when you're writing it up, try and make sure that you've included all of those things we've been looking at. Okay. And if you're feeling brave, you can include some extra tips as well. So let's have a look at some sounds. Now, this one we haven't done this week yet, but it's ooh, ooh, for chew the stew. You see the boy chewing there. At the top we have got ow, brown cow, well done. What about this one? A. O. What about this one in green? Ooh. Good, right, you ready? I'm going to call out a sound. See if you can point to the right one before I do. Ow. So did I beat you? A. O. Ooh. A. O. Ooh. Ow. Good, and you can practice that as well if you need a little bit of consolidation. If you need a little bit more practice, you can keep doing that. So let's have a look at some of our tricky red words. These are ones we can't sound out, we just need to know. So our first one we've got here is you. You. Our next one is and. Well remembered. What's this last one? Some. Good. Right, I'm going to call one out, see if you can point to it. Some. Did I beat you? You. And. Some. And. You. And you can keep practicing that to remember those tricky red words. Okay, so let's finish off writing our instructions together. I'll zoom in, you can see my instructions. Okay, so here we go. We've got how to trap a dragon, and I've started off writing what you will need, all of those different things, and I used this to help me. And then did my first instruction and I wrote it out. And then my next one. So I'm on to 1, 2, 3. That's right. I'm on to my instruction number 3. Okay. Now it says after that, comma, cautiously place the leaves over the net. Full stop. After that, cautiously place the leaves over the net. Full stop. Excellent. Now I need to practice my sentences a few times like we do in school to make sure that they're in my head when I'm writing them. I keep looking back at my story map. So let's try number 3. I'm going to start a new line because it's a new instruction. So here, go 3. After that, after at, after that, comma, after that, cautiously, cautious, T-I-O-U-S for shus, cautiously. After that, cautiously place. After that, cautiously place the leaves more than one. After that, cautiously place the leaves over, that sound in it, over the net. After that, cautiously place the leaves over the net to cover it, to just about fit it in, cover, that's for better letter, cover it. Full stop. And I'm going to check my sentence makes sense. So I'm going to read it back, read it with me. After that, cautiously place the leaves over the net to cover it. And then I'd start my number 4, my final instruction, I'd start down here. Okay, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to let you get on with your own instructions that you wrote because they might be a bit different to mine. So make sure you're using your thread fingers, use your sound mat to help you and have a best go at writing up those instructions. When you've done them, I've got a little checklist here. I want you to check that you have all of these different things. Check that you've got a list. Check that you've got your time conjunctions like first, next. Check that you've numbered your instructions and that you've got adverbs like quietly or carefully. Okay, do you think you can do that? Fantastic. Don't forget to post your work on Tapestry for myself to see. I look forward to reading it all. Bye, year 1.